In this video today, we're going to be talking about how the Prussians dominated Austria in the Austro-Prussian War. So, let's just get right into it. Got fire in the maneuver in the background, and let's just start. So, during the mid-1800s, the Prussian army had just an amazing system. It was totally modernized, and it was amazingly prepared. It completely got reformed after Napoleon's defeat, and certain ways that the Prussian army could outmaneuver their enemies is by putting small groups of independent officers into like small little divisions, or companies as they call them. So the thing about the Austrians is they were technically the original leader of Europe at one point, or at least Central Europe. They owned most of Germany, at least what is of it today. And a lot of forces there wanted to work with Austria rather than Prussia, because Prussia had seemed as if they were an aggressor. I guess that's possibly how it went. You might want to check my facts here. But anyway, so Austria technically did have a bigger army and a bigger country, probably more people in it too. But Prussia had outmaneuvering tactics. They had a better army, a more developed army, and their whole country spoke one language, Deutsch. The thing about having your whole country speak one language is if I tell these men to shoot and the other men to hold your fire, then what's going to happen? They're going to shoot, one's going to hold their fire. But the thing about Austria is they had a mix of Hungarians, Romanians, Czechoslovakians, Austrians, and a bunch of different people. So they all spoke different languages. So if I told this group to stop firing, they might stop firing. But if I told this group to fire, they may not fire because they have no idea what I'm saying, and it kind of sounds like gibberish to them. So you kind of see the general idea here is what I'm saying. So the thing about the Austrian army too is it was also mixed up with different, people, like I just said. But it's harder to win. But also Italy was also on the Prussian side. Not saying that Italy has ever been good in any war, as we could guess from any world war, or really any war against much of anybody who's not a collapsing nation or legitimately are attacking them with spears and bows and arrows and stuff like that. So, what we have here is the Germans completely outmaneuvered the Austrians in many different ways during this war. So now another thing about the Prussians is, like I've talked about, they're really good at outmaneuvering their enemy, but they're really good at just circling their enemy, encircling them. So the Prussian army could have 4 companies, as I'm going to call it, and they could completely go in every direction around a Austrian brigade and completely destroy it. That's an interesting fact about the Prussian army, is they were really good at completely obliterating their enemy. But another thing is just how I'm pretty sure that the Prussians were very artillery dominated, and they have really worked on their artillery. So, as we know in World War I, artillery strikes were extraordinarily common. They'd actually start most battles. But the thing about, the general idea of artillery back then, it didn't seem as big of a deal to have artillery. I mean, of course, it was crucial in many ways, but I don't think it was seen as starting battle stuff, and it wasn't used as much as it is today. So, based on Napoleon's tactics, Prussia used artillery to completely obliterate their enemies' front lines in certain different ways. And it's just kind of amazing to see how underprepared the Austrians were in these situations against the Prussians. But I really don't exactly 100% know if I'm saying complete facts. If you fact check me on it and I'm wrong, I got that. That's cool. Thanks for telling me. But that's about all I got. I can't really go on and spitting stuff out for 10 minutes. Just not who I am. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for not uploading in a straight up month. But, I think, you should subscribe. Because that's cool. Bye-bye.